Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Badash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to Yak and Akwat out there, pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled, Easter is a Wicked Heathen Holiday. All right, or really, I should just say a wicked heathen custom. All right, I'll leave holiday in there. All right, because that's what they call it. They call it a holiday, even though it's by no means a holy day. All right, where that name comes from. All right, but Easter is a wicked heathen, quote unquote, holiday custom. It's really a custom of these people. You know, we can go and look that up. What a custom is, and it's not talking about customization, as it's probably going to give us. Yeah, so we're actually going to get the first, the right definition here. So it says, a traditional and widely accepted way of behaving or doing something that is specific to a particular society, place, or time. And race should also be in here. There's certain things that a certain race of people, for example, a tradition or a custom that wouldn't be considered wicked, all right, is with a lot of Asian households, and this is just a cleaner thing to do, is that taking your shoes off at the door. All right, that's in general, that, you know, that would be considered, most of the time, that would be considered an Asian custom. People, oh, what are you, Asian? You know, take your shoes off at the door. It's just a better practice. Do you really want to track dirty ass shoes all through the house? I assume no. All right, I mean, some people do, some people just don't give a shit, but especially if you got carpet, man. It's a little bit different if you got hardwood floors, but if you got carpet, no, hey, man, I don't know, you do you. But that's considered a custom. For example, what's another custom? Another custom would be, you know, we have customs, you know, there's customs that we have. For example, Israelites, all right, one of our customs is that you should wash your hands before eating. All right, that was one of our customs, and it still should be, because it's just nasty if you don't. All right, not, you know, and sometimes we might forget, you know, if our hands aren't particularly dirty or something, but really you should get in the habit of washing them every time. It's just a clean thing to do. Those are customs, you know, a widely accepted way of behaving. All right, that's specific to a particular society, place, or time, or people, race of people. All right, but they don't like to say that. They don't like to separate by race. But we just talked about this yesterday. So we've always been separate, all right? We all have different customs, and some people's customs are okay, and some people's customs are wicked. For example, if your custom is taking your shoes off at the door, there's nothing wrong or wicked about that. Matter of fact, it's probably recommended, you know, not biblically, all right? But it's a cleaner thing to do. And then there are customs that are completely off, such as, you know, doing things like Easter, Halloween, all right, certain other customs, you know, where you do, you know, Mother's Day, all right? These are all, they're called holidays now, but they're really custom. And what is a holiday? Now, remember, let's look at custom. A custom is a traditional and widely accepted way of behaving or doing something that is specific to a particular society, place, or time. And what I added in was, or people, a people. What is a holiday? Okay, let's look at the definition of a holiday. It says,
holiday,
a day of festivity or recreation when no work is done. Let's what is a festivity?
Festivity.
All right, a festive celebration. Festival. What is a festival?
Festival.
A day or period of celebration, typically a religious commemoration. Okay, so they're not giving us a hardcore answer. Matter of fact, we're gonna go back to holiday and get it in the Merriam-Webster. And if not, we'll get it in the Cambridge, see what it has to say. It says, so like you for that. That's my if you're not up, get the fuck up alarm. This is, let's see, vacation, holiday. I'm not really digging any of these definitions. It's not really giving us, it's a holy day. That's what it really goes back to, is a holy day. And a holy day is a day set aside for special religious observance. For example, you know, we're still in the Passover currently until tomorrow at sundown. And Passover is a holy day, all right, or days, so to speak. So holy days, all right. So wickedness, all right, is not a Christmas, as they call it, is not a holy day, all right. That's an unholy day, all right. That's what they should be called, is unholy days or unholy days. Unholidays, right? That should be the new name. Oh, you're gonna celebrate. What are you doing for the unholidays? You know, that's how it should go. But they kind of, it was holy day, but they called it holiday. All right, they shortened it as they do with a lot of different things in American English. So, holiday, you know, it goes back to the word a holy day. And Easter, Christmas, Halloween are most definitely not holy days. All right, they're wicked days of wickedness. All right, as we're gonna prove just here soon. So I want to touch on this because this is what actually reminded me. The Easter was even coming up because I forgot about the shit. You'd be surprised once you don't celebrate something, how forgetful you can be of it. Okay. Now I know Christmas is generally latter December. I don't know if it's December 31st or is that Halloween? No, 25th or 26th, something like that for Christmas. I don't know, and I really don't care to know. I'll just look it up when I do lessons. That's the only thing I get out of Christmas is I look it up, in December to know when it is, so I know when to make a lesson on it. Because that's like a reoccurring series we always do, and these lessons come out unless we miss them. So I didn't even know. I knew it was coming up soon-ish, but I didn't know it was coming up this Sunday. I think it's this Sunday. I thought it was next Sunday. Is it this Sunday? Let's see. Should tell me. Should be. I'm pretty sure it's this Sunday. Well, let me see. Easter. When is it? No, I spelt it wrong. Spelt it right, but I spelt it wrong. When is it? March 31st. So yeah, it's coming up in 2 days. All right. So Sunday. All right. So it's coming in on the basically on Sabbath, because tomorrow Passover ends at sunset, and then we'll still be in Sabbath. All right, because Sabbath is currently Saturday sunset to Sunday sunset. Okay, so when Passover ends at sunset, all right, we'll still be in the when Passover ends at sunset, we'll still be in Sabbath. Slakia, if my brain could work. We'll still be in Sabbath until Sunday evening. All right, so Saturday comes in. All right, tomorrow's Saturday. All right, that evening Passover ends. Of course, that evening is also when Sabbath starts. All right, and then of course it won't end until Sunday evening. All right, and during Sunday, that day, generally whenever people wake up, that's when Easter's kicked on. So it'll be coming in when Sabbath is still in effect. All right, and people are going to be, don't be surprised if you get woken up, all right, on your Sabbath rest. All right, if you even are able to get it, if you don't have to go to work, such as I do. Luckily, I work a little bit later. Not luckily, but call all you how about me how shy I work a little bit later. Still got to work on Sabbath. That's the damn shame of being in Babylon. But hey, yeah, I even got to go. Yeah, on Saturday I got to go to work too. I was able to get the first day of Passover off, which I'm happy for, but we're short-staffed and I don't know. So some people can do it, some people can't. My boss doesn't like covering shifts because she's not a very good boss at all. So I knew there'd be an issue if I took too many days off. So I said, let me at least get the first day off. That's the big important one. But the whole thing is important, but the first day is very special. So continuing on, don't be surprised if you get woken up by kids running around looking for an egg in a bush or some stupid shit. We're gonna touch on that too in just a minute. But this is what brought it to my attention. This is from Africa. It says, bus carrying Easter worshippers plunges off a bridge, killing 45 people in South Africa. So a lot of those people were more than likely Edomites. South Africa's a lot of Edomites, a lot of colonizers, all right, a lot of colonial era Edomites, all right, that came over and, and their whole little thing that they do, taking lands, and they went over there to South Africa. They went over to Spain. They went over to a lot of different places. But I tell you what, the Africans, Ham, really not liking Esau being over there. Those Edomites got to lock their doors and board them at night for they're scared to death. You see some Jake probably. I mean, there's a lot of Jakes over in Africa in general, especially in West Africa. That's the big Jake Central's West Africa, for at least Africa, the Jake Central in Africa. The big spot of Jake is Babylon, America. But you also got West Africa, big pocket of Jakes over there, big pocket of Jakes over in England, all right, so on and so forth. places that you wouldn't normally think. Of course, you got the Bahamas and all that. We're going to have a lot of Jake, but a lot of people might not think there's a lot of Jake over in Africa and England, but there is. There is. The English Jake just sound a little bit weird. Oh, mate, what you looking at, bro? I'll bust your face. It's just like, oh, they're weird. They sound like a weird, like, mix of African and English, but they're Jakes. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them. So, CNN, dozens of worshipers died. See, that's what you get. Dozens of worshipers died after a bus headed to an Easter conference crashed in South Africa's Limpopo province on Thursday. The latest tragedy in a country where recent road accidents have led to multiple casualties. This is just a targeted strike by the Lord, really. It says the crash claimed the lives of 45 people. Then the sole survivor, an 8-year-old girl, was airlifted to hospital. Was airlifted to a hospital with serious injuries. The South African Broadcasting Corporation reported. According to the SABC, the passengers were pilgrims traveling from Gaborone, the capital city of neighboring country Botswana, to the Zion Christian Church. Ooh, they were traveling to a church to do idol worship. And the Lord struck in the town of Moriah for an Easter conference. The crash happened in I can't even pronounce that shit. Mama Tlakala mountain pass between Makopan and Marken. The bus reportedly caught fire after... God damn! Call all you Halbash Meow Shy for that. The bus reportedly caught fire after plunging through barriers and off a bridge. The cause of the crash is under investigation. Not only did the Most High take this bus out, it caught on fire. That's clearly a sign of the Lord. This shit caught fire. Not only did it go over the side and crash, it fucking caught fire. That's a targeted strike from the Lord. If you can't see that, then you must be stupid in the head. In a statement, the province's transport department said that, according to reports, the driver lost control and again, call all you Halbash Meow. Call all you Halbash Meow Shy. Because according to the reports, the driver lost control and the bus fell onto a rocky surface some 50 meters under the bridge and caught fire. The Most High literally took over that man's mind, put a spirit on him, lost control, went over the bridge into a rocky surface and caught the fuck on fire. God damn. Efforts are ongoing to recover the bodies of the passengers who were killed, according to the statement. Jeez. Some bodies burned beyond recognition. Damn. All right, look, we got to go and get Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Right, it's fresh and hot, right off the burner. Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work, this is not the one I wanted. Yes, it is. Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Now, originally I wanted to grab the one below it, but that'll do just as well. Showing you that, look, man, these people, these you know how these people were probably about just the same as the Christians over here in America, you know, but they just got an African voice. That's all, you know. I have been celebrating Easter in Africa for so long. 45 years I've been celebrating. Yeah, guess what? 45 years, but now, bam, the Lord got your ass. It caught up to you, didn't you? Never thought it was going to happen, but it happened. But that's how people think, man. Oh, I've been celebrating Easter for 45, 50, 65 years. I don't give a fuck how long you've been celebrating it, and the Lord doesn't either, okay? I don't care if you've been celebrating. If it's your first week, you can get it. Now, will the Lord get you that first week? Maybe not. Maybe he'll wait until it's your 34th year of celebrating that shit, and maybe he'll get you then. All right, the Lord works on a different time frame than we work on. Whenever he wants to get you, he'll get you. Maybe he's building up a case on you. All right, and that's 45 motherfuckers dead right there. 45 people dead. And that's a clear, look at that thing, man. Look at that. If you can't tell that that's the judgment of the Lord, then what can you tell? You know? So look at this, man. Not only did it fall, and look at all this other area with the trees and the bush, and you know, and the area it could have landed. It landed right on the rockiest fucking part. Bam! Hit in and lit the fuck on fire. That is the Lord. That is the Lord right there. Okay? That is the Lord visiting those people for their wickedness. You shouldn't have been celebrating Easter. Okay? You shouldn't have been going to a church. All right? And sure, yeah, these people were in South Africa, but you know, you can see people, you know, this guy, look at him right there. You know, you can't go off his skin color, but look at him. He's got a fitted hat on. All right, got the Nike polo on. He's got some denim jeans on and what looks to be some knockoff Timbs. That guy's probably a Jake. All right, and you see a bunch of more brown over in the back. All right, you know there's probably Jake on here as well. So, and you got to, they were en route to a church. So, a lot of them probably were Jake too, because Jake is always into that filthy church bullshit. Esau too. All right, but that's because Esau is trying to prove to himself that they're good people. See, I go to church. That's the Esau saying right there. I go to church. I have a good relationship with God. No, the fuck you don't. No, you do not. That's their excuse. I'm a good Christian. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not a good Christian. You're not a good person, and you're not even a good Christian. You can't even obey the rules that the Christian church set for you. Okay? So no, you're not even a good Christian. You're not even good at doing wickedness. You can't even do that right. Okay? You set your own wicked rules, and then you break your own wicked rules because you can't follow rules, just as you couldn't follow the Lord's rules. You're just a ruleless, unlawful, law-breaking, wild-ass people, man. That's all that you're good at, is being untamed, heathen, feral beasts. Okay? Let's look up what the word feral means. That's the definition of Esau. Esau is feral. Okay?
Feral.
Especially of an animal in a wild state, especially after escape from captivity or domestication. Wild, untamed, untrained, right? Resembling a wild animal, a savage. You got Jake saying, I'm a savage. You're a savage? What does savage mean? Cruel and vicious, aggressively hostile. It also means really stupid. All right, it means, a brute or vicious person. You know what a brute is? A brute is an idiot. All right, it says savagely violent person or animal, but you also got to realize here it is, characterized by an absence of reasoning or intelligence, like a fucking idiot, dumbass. All right, they're dumb. They're big dumb with big stick. That's all Esau is, like a caveman. They're big stupid people with a weapon. All right, and they're intelligent in certain things. All right, with the wickedness, but a lot of the time they have Amalek that's controlling all that stuff. Amalek is really the brains of the operation. All right, the small hatters, the 1948ers. All right. So some bodies were burned beyond recognition. God damn. Says the local department said others are trapped inside the debris and others are scattered on the scene. And you got to realize, not only they probably would have been more survivors, but it lit on fire. You got to think, if you died on the way down in that crash, hey, that's almost a form of mercy from the Lord. Because imagine the people that didn't die from the initial crash and they were stuck in there while that shit was on fire and they got to burn to death. Judgment. We're going to go get Deuteronomy 32 and 39. That's what I thought I had first, but I had Ecclesiasticus 8 and 11. But hey, Ecclesiasticus 8 and 11 is good too. If I wanted to get it second, but I'll get it first. These people, they see these things, like it says, again, Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. These people think, I've been doing this and ain't nothing happened. And it happens with everybody. These homosexuals, they say, I've been doing, sodomy for this long and ain't nothing happened. Or, Jake, I've been eating crab for this long and ain't nothing happened. Or I've been going to the Christian church for this long and ain't nothing happened. I've been smoking weed for this long and ain't nothing happened. I've been celebrating Christmas and my birthday and Easter and Halloween for this long and ain't nothing happened. And it's all fun and games when nothing's happening until something starts happening. All right? But like it says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. If someone did sodomy and instantly, bam, their head blew off, people wouldn't be getting down with sodomy like that, okay? People wouldn't be getting down with sodomy like that. If you smoked a blunt and you instantly started gagging and just keeled over on the ground and died, nobody would be smoking weed like that, okay? But it doesn't happen like that. It can get you weeks later, months later, years later. All right, and because of that, people don't realize that. They think, if something was going to happen, it would have happened right then and there. And because of that, like it says, therefore the hearts of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Because of that, they have no care about not doing evil. They love to do evil. Ain't nothing to happen. What, I've been doing it for 45 years. Yeah, you've been doing it for 45 years. But what are you going to do when it hits 46 years? Okay, and the Lord decides that's finally enough. Bam, takes your ass out. Okay, by any given means. And it's not going to be a good, you died in your sleep. It's not going to be you passed away, peacefully. No, it's going to be you lit on fire, you got in a terrible accident, and you were decapitated. It's going to be something bad. It's going to be something terrible. And you don't listen, man. You don't listen. Hey, and that's our job, all right, as men, is to warn you, all right, through Yahweh Shemiel Shai, is to warn you, hey, man, if you're doing these things, the Lord's going to get you back. All right, don't think that you got the last laugh. The Lord always gets the last laugh. The Lord is the one who always gets the last laugh, because he can take your ass out. Bam, just like that. You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even think you're trying to have the last laugh, because the Lord already got it. Okay, but you people don't care, man. You don't care. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 39 for you crazy Christians out there. God does not kill. That's all Satan. No, it's God, all right? It's Yahweh, all right, the Father, all right? not God. All right, God's a title. That's not his name. He has a name. His name is Yahweh. What is his name, and what is his son's name, and what is his father's name? What is his father's name, if thou canst tell? Let's get it. What is his name? This is Proverbs 30:4. Who hath ascended up into heaven, or descended? Who hath gathered the wind in his fist? Who hath bound the waters in a garment? Who hath established all the ends of the earth? What is his name, and what is his son's name? So like I got it backwards. What is his name, and what is his son's name, if thou canst tell? His father, the father has a name. It's not God. God is a title. What is a God? A God is a being, a supreme being. That's what God is. A God is an omnipotent, well, not necessarily always omnipotent. The power, all right, the God, Yahweh, is omnipotent. But God is, if you look up God, it means a power, a force. All right, if you look up that definition, it's not what I wanted. That's from the other day's lesson. What is the definition of God? All right, a superhuman being or spirit worshipped as having power over nature or human fortunes, a deity, not all the time. All right, it can be having power under Yahweh. But God, they see it here with a capital G. When you see it with a big G, that's referring to Yahweh, the creator, the father, all right, in the Bible, all right, who you would call God. But he has a name. God's a title, all right. That's like calling Jim the baker, all right. He has a name. It's not Baker, all right. It's Jim, okay. And it's the same thing with the Lord, all right. I hate to put it in a perspective of such menialness, all right. But it's the same way, God is his title. Yes, he is a God. He is the God, all right? The one true living power, all right? But that's not his name, all right? His name is Yahweh, which means he exists, okay? And that's in Paleo Hebrew. His son has a name too, Jesus. That's not his name, all right? I know some Christian thought they had it. I know his name, it's Jesus. It's not Jesus. His name is Yahweh Shai, okay? Yahweh Shai means the deliverer. He delivers. Okay, it's not Jesus. There was no J's until about the 1500s, the latter 1500s. There couldn't have been a J. All right. Matter of fact, it was originally written in the Bible, Jesus. All right, with an I. All right, which goes back to Joshua, which Joshua goes back to Yahweh Shai. Okay, if you because there's no J. All right, or it would have been Iowashua, or however it would have been pronounced. All right, and you're getting closer and closer as you go back, closer and closer to the word, and then you get it in the if you go and look at the word Jesus, all right, let's quick little, how much time do we got here? I don't know how much time we're going to have to get through this, but I want to do this real quick. If you go and look up the word Jesus in the Blue Letter Bible, it's going to get you to a different word when you go back. All right, we'll get this one, Matthew 1:1, the book of the generation, we'll say it as it's written, Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham, which is really, this would be pronounced Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, because we don't use the term Jesus, because that's not his name. But we don't use Christ because that can be falsely attributed to is it Baal or another one of those gods? I think it goes back to Baal. But if we go over to Christ, not Christ, Jesus, all right, you see that word Jesus, all right?
Strong's G 2424. Jesus.
All right, Jesus. But if we go back to Hebrew origin, it's going to give us a different word.
Strong's H 3091. Yehoshua. And second entry, Yehoshua.
All right, and this is incorrect, but right here, this is correct, okay? And it's just in the modern Hebrew, but if you take this, all right, or is it this one? Yeah, I think it's this one. If you take this, let me see. Yeah, so this one should be it. Yeah, this is the one. If you take this and you put it and you do it in Paleo Hebrew, and of course it's right to left, you will get Yahweh Shai. All right, not Yahushua. You will get Yahweh Shai. Now they got the syllables right. Yahweh Shai. All right. But they just didn't get the pronunciation right, and they messed it up. All right, and of course it goes back to Jehovah, all right, which goes back to Yahweh, all right, and then Yasha. So even if you broke those down, it would be Jehovah, and then you'd cut Yah, and then you'd get Jehovah Shah, all right, but it's not pronounced that. You'd get Yahweh Shai if you pronounced it correctly in the Paleo Hebrew, all right. And what is it? It says to what? To save, to be saved, be delivered. All right. And that's literally his name. All right. He delivers, he saves, he delivers, right? The deliverer, to save, deliver, the deliverer. All right, that's his name. All right. So going back, little excerpt right there that we wanted to get. So his son has a proper name, Yahushai, and he has a proper name, Yahweh. Okay, and going back to when I said Yahweh, this is how you get his name. It says Jehovah, and it's deeper than this. But if you go down here, the existing one, all right, which his name literally just means he exists, all right, and it's not Jehovah, all right, it's Yahweh, all right. So quick little excerpt, all right, on the importance of the names. All right, we've done lessons before on the names, but little quick one, okay. So you got to know the names, man. If you don't know the names, then you're not getting anywhere. So Deuteronomy 32 and 39, the Lord Yahweh is the one that's doing all this. He controls everything. It says, Deuteronomy 32 and 39, see now that even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Okay? The Lord works and works. I won't say he works alone, all right? But on the matter, in a way he does, but he can employ people, all right? He can employ people. As in, he's the essentially, you have a manager. He's the one that's calling all the shots, okay? He's the one that's doing the killing and making alive. He can just send out a hitman on you, okay? It's not any other god doing that. He sent that person, all right? Or that angel, or that, he sends the angel of death, all right? He can send a demon on you, all right? Or a spirit of vengeance, all right? Puts a spirit of vengeance on someone and they go and do a mass shooting or something. He can do that, all right? He's still the one at the end of the day that killed those people because he wanted those people gone. Okay, he employed a person to do his bidding for him. All right, like there's that scripture. It says, like roughly paraphrasing, I can only get the last part of it, but it says to I just had it to appease the wrath of he that made them. All right, roughly paraphrasing. All right, sends out a spirit of vengeance to appease the wrath of he that made them. All right, now who made all spirits? The Father, Yahweh. He made all the spirits, okay? So whose wrath is being appeased? You should get it. If he made everything, right, and they're appeasing the wrath of he that made them, whose wrath is being appeased? Yahweh, all right, or as you would call him, God, all right? That's just his title, not his name. So when you see these events, hey, man, it's regardless, they might the Lord might have sent a spirit on that guy. Who knows? Might have lost control somehow. Who knows? Could have blinded his vision or something. Who knows how it goes? All right, I'm not the Lord. I don't know exactly how it went down. All I know, this was a targeted hit by the Lord. All right, and because what were they doing? They were going to celebrate a wicked ass holiday that they shouldn't have been celebrating. Okay. So Jeremiah, let's go and get Jeremiah 10 and 1 through 2. Now, this isn't really for you Hamites. This isn't for you Edomites. This is for Israelites. That's who this lesson is for, is Israelites. Notably, the elect of Israel. All right, to let them know, don't fucking celebrate those things. Easter hasn't hit yet. You can still say, no, I'm not going to do it. Okay? You can still say, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to celebrate it. Your wife, come on, do it for the kids, baby. No, I'm not doing it. It's a wicked holiday. We're not doing it. I'm going to leave you then. Hey, I wouldn't recommend it. I'm gonna leave. I'm taking the kids. Whatever. Hey, but don't celebrate that holiday. She can threaten you with whatever. Hell, she might even take the kids and leave. But guess what? If you celebrate that holiday, the Lord can kill you right then and there. All right? The Lord can kill you right then and there. And hell, that woman walking out of your life, that just might be the best damn thing that ever happened to you. All right? Now, I'd try to get your kid back somehow. And, this court system is going to be crazy. But for men, all right, but I'd try that. But that woman, she wants to go and do something like that. Hey, that's the Lord taking that woman out your life. That's a blessing for you if you're dealing with a woman like that. So Jeremiah 10 and 1, because you got to realize with a lot of the women, they're very emotional. Do it for the children, baby. Do it for the children. They want to do the egg hiding, and see, that's the thing. The women, they like doing it themselves, but they really go and said it's for the children. All right, and men do the same thing from time to time, but it's mostly the women because they're very emotional creatures. They want to do holiday. It's not for me, baby. It's for the children. Hey, what happened to fuck them kids, man? Now all of a sudden you want to do it for the children? What happened to fuck them kids? Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. Now when it comes to holidays, though, then you love those kids, right? And then you want to do it. It's because you're selfish. You're a selfish bastard, man. Selfish bastard. Eve is just selfish. All right, and so is Jake. Jake is just a selfish asshole 99% of the time. So Jeremiah 10 and 1, hear ye the word of the Lord, hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Again, this is only for Israel. says, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Okay, so you're not supposed to be learning the ways of the heathen, regardless of what they are, whether it's a holiday, a dish. Oh, we cook crawfish on craw leg and then put fish in. No, that's nasty. I'm not eating that shit. All right, and then we spit on it. Oh wow, wonderful, real good food. It's like you fucking gave a 2-year-old access to all these foods and they just put something together. That's Moabite food. All right, it's like a kid just went into like a place with a bunch of fucking random shit and just picked it, you know? Oh, here's a little bit of grass on top of crab. I'm not eating that. Fucking grass on top of a crab. What type of nasty as shit is that? And then we put eel juice on top. No, that's fucking gross. I ain't eating that shit. And what's for dessert? A cockroach? Fuck that. I ain't eating it. All right, but Jake, what? A crab with eel sauce? That sounds good. No, it doesn't. Doesn't sound good at all. Doesn't sound good at all. A crab drenched in eel sauce sounds about good as a fried skunk asshole, which doesn't sound good at all. All right, but you know Jake's wicked ass would try a skunk asshole. I never had it. Is it good? Gross, man. Just, hey. You know, and that's Jake, man. They can't listen for shit. Here, proving that Jake can't listen for shit. Here's Psalms 106 and 34 through 35. Now, if you go up in this chapter, up in Psalms, and about verse 7, it'll be, you'll see who it's talking about. It says, our fathers understood. This is Psalms chapter 106 and 7. It says, we'll actually go from 6, 106 and 6. It says, and not to say 666 here, I'll do it as a street teacher did one time. 777 there, see? It says, but verse 6, we have sinned with our fathers, we have committed iniquity, we have done wickedly. Our fathers understood not thy wonders in Egypt. They remembered not the multitude of thy mercies, but provoked him at the sea, even at the Red Sea. Because Jake's not grateful for nothing, man. Here it is, the Lord led us out of captivity, did all these things for us, and they barely even gave a thanks for a minute, man. A bunch of ungrateful fucks, man. Bunch of ungrateful fucks. And really, you should be thankful to Yahweh Shai for the sacrifice, because we would have been all screwed, man, royally. We would have been done. All right, had Yahweh Shai not, been the ultimate sacrifice for our wickedness, because we did so much just evil shit, man. Just so much just evil shit, and it's just bad, man. Jake can't get right for nothing, man. So Psalms 106 and 34 to 35. So that shows you the context of who, we were, or who this is talking about. But when the commanded them, dealing with them, who them is speaking of, our forefathers. All right, that were led out of captivity in Egypt by, the Lord. So Psalms 106 and 34 through 35. Verse 34 says, they did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them. The Lord commanded something. The Lord said, go right. They went left. The Lord said, sit down. These motherfuckers stood up. Okay, and that's us. We're those people. You are your forefathers. We're those same people. Lord willing, not everybody was completely, I'm sure not everybody was completely disobedient, some worse than others, but we are the same people. We all went off in our past at some point in time, eating abominable shit. The Lord said to go right, we went left. All right, that's us. We're those same people that can't learn for shit, man. And you can see, if you go look and read the scriptures dealing with the Exodus, Jake is the same. It's Jake, gets let out of captivity. Man, we ain't had no meat for I don't know how long. What, about a couple days? The Lord gives you some meat. Oh, okay, this is good. Man, we ain't had shit up in here. The Lord gives you another thing. Oh, this is pretty good. Next day, man, I'm sick of not having shit. Just Jake, man. Can't be thankful for nothing, man. Can't be thankful for nothing. Doesn't listen, can't listen for shit, can't get right. Right? Psalms 106 and 34 through 35, again, all the way in through in its entirety. Verse 34, they did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works. But the Lord told you not to do those type of things. And what did you do? You went and did those things. Hey, don't learn the way of don't learn their way. Oh, I'm gonna go learn their way. Don't do that. Hey, stop that. Destroy this nation. I ain't gonna destroy this nation. They got crab. Crab is good. I like crab. It tastes good. I'm gonna do what I want. And then bam, you die, and why did he die? I wonder why he died, because the Lord took his ass out because he was being a disrespectful little punk-ass bitch. That's why the Lord took him out, all right? Let me skip this song, too much singing in it. But, why did the Lord do it? And you know what, they don't account for their action. Why is the Lord so evil? Why is the Lord so wicked? And they don't ever account for themselves. So you'd quicker pass blame on the Lord and call him wicked when he can't be wicked. All right, then just realizing and understanding that Jimmy over there was a wicked ass ninja two-third, eating, smacking on pork and crab leg. He was the one in the wrong, but no, you want to pass the blame to the Lord. Dumb. Stupid, man. Stupid. The Lord told you don't go around these people and learn their work, but Jake went over there and started eating on crab legs. They started, oh, what is this, Buddha? Oh, I'll worship this guy. Oh, it's the fat god. You know, or whatever. They'll go over there, start doing everything and putting on little stupid religious outfits that these other people wear, becoming monks and shit. It's stupid, man. It's fucking dumb. All right, these aren't, and getting into Colossians 2:8, these aren't customs of the Lord. He never told you to celebrate Easter, all right? He never told you to celebrate Easter. What is Easter? Easter, and we're not gonna even read about what it is. They say it's dealing with the burial and crucifixion of you know, they say Christ, of Jesus, the resurrection of Jesus. All right, and dealing with all these different things, and they try to like make it in a blend between of something like almost like Passover, but it's not Passover. I don't know what it's just a Christian bullshit ass holiday that really doesn't come from Passover. It doesn't come from anything else but austere. The English term is derived from the Saxon Spring Festival, austere, all right? Easter is linked to the Jewish Passover by its name, all right? Pesach, all right? But it has nothing to do with, anything. If you even look at the Jewish people, all right, the Ish people, the 1948er Small Hatters, and you look how they celebrate Passover, and they don't do it correctly as our people do, the Hebrew Israelites. But if you look at how they do, it's a completely different thing than Easter. So they're the same thing. They're not the same thing. They're completely different, okay? And the Jewish Passover and Easter is completely different from the Hebrew Israelite Passover, all right? They might have similarities somewhere, but they're ultimately different, all right? So it comes back to this. Eostere. What is Eostere? What is it? Or Ostere, however you want to pronounce it. I really don't give a shit how to learn it. Ostere, Easter, whatever you want to call it. So, what is it? It says Old High German, Ostara, and Old Saxon, Asteron, by the way of the Germanic month bearing her name. That's too long. It says, basically, she is namesake of the festival, is a spring goddess. There we go, Slovakia. Is a West Germanic spring goddess. Okay, spring goddess, woman worship, all right, woman worship. She is the namesake of the festival Easter in some languages. The Old English deity Oster or Easter is attested solely by Bede, all right, Saint Bede, all right, in his 8th century work, The Reckoning of Time, where Bede states that during whatever the fuck that word is, the equivalent of April, pagan. We talk about all this pagan holidays. Told you. Had held fest in Austere or Easters. How do you even pronounce this? Yoster? Yoster. Okay, Yoster, honor. But this tradition had died out by his time, replaced by Christian Paschal month, a celebration of the resurrection of. You see it, all right. But it's, you know, it's not even. It's celebrating the resurrection of Jesus, not of Yahushai. Okay, and Jesus was never resurrected. That's just a fake event that was based off of Yahushai's resurrection. But they made it into their version of a Passover, Easter, and they just completely defiled everything that, you know, Passover is. So you can see here, you can go and look at it. It says theories connecting Yoster with records of Germanic Easter custom, including hares and eggs, have been proposed. What's up with the Easter customs? Why the eggs? Why the hares? All right. Well, isn't Yoster? I believe Yoster is a fertility goddess, but you know, unfortunately, we're running out of time. I got to get heading to work, but so you can go and check it out. There's, you know, I'd recommend going and reading more. I don't have the full time to go into. I thought I had a little bit more time, but you know, the eggs represent fertility. All right. Eggs are all about fertility. Easter eggs. All right, let's see if we can find it. They represent. Goes back to Egypt. All right. These cultural relationships may have influenced early Christian Islamic cultures. Yada yada yada. All right, you can go and look at it. And you just read about it, man. Go ahead and, you know, learn. You know, in Egypt, they traditionally decorate eggs during the Sham el Nessim holiday. All right, which is probably goes back to some other god, you know, a false god. So, you know, just there's a lot, but you know, the end of it is that it's, you know, we really don't even need to get any more. Anything more would just be, you know, good, because, you know, anything more would be good because it gives you more understanding. But we've already basically got the judgment and everything, and that's a heathen custom. We proved it. It said pagan. It said it's from a different thing. All right, you're not supposed to be celebrating it. So we're gonna get Job 14 and 4. Unfortunately, I got to close out early on this, a little bit earlier than I'd like. I'd like to read more of Wikipedia, but it's the scriptures that matter anyway. So Job 14 and 4. Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. Because you try to say, oh, well, you know, it is representing, you know, it was pagan, but now it's a Christian holiday. Well, no, it's not clean. First of all, because Christian is an unclean religion. All right, it's a wicked, false god deity religion. All right, and also you can't do it again and take Easter and then make it into your own thing in the truth. And I know that bug out King David demon. I know that fat blob Jabba the Hutt looking motherfucker is somewhere just eating pork. All right, I know he is somewhere. All right, so, and I kind of want to go and check it out, but like I said, I don't have too much time, and I don't even remember the name of the guy. What is it? What is it, man? I wish I could find it. I don't know. Maybe if I can find it at some point in time, maybe I'll put it up, but I wouldn't be surprised. It's you know, we'll probably hear about it on Easter. That's when he's going to do it. He's going to make it into Yahweh Shai Day, right? Because he's a wicked demon. So, and again, Job 14 and 4. Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. He's not trying to bring a clean thing out of it, though. He wants to stay unclean. You can tell by the way he looks. You can tell by his weight, fucking sweating pork juice all the goddamn time, eating all that pork. Isaiah 5 and 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. These people, oh, that's a good holiday. It's nice. It's for the children. It's nice. It's a good thing. No, it's evil. But you're calling evil good and good evil. All right? You're going to say we're evil for telling you not to sell it. What about the children? What about the children? You never cared about the children before. Remember, like I said earlier, you said fuck them kids, right? It was never about the children. Now it's about the children? Psh, it's about you. That's all you want to celebrate it because you want to do it because you can have a party and have friends over and do that. It's never been about the children. It's never been about the children. Micah 2 and 10. This is for you Jakes out there that have eyes to see and ears to hear, right? And this reaches out to you. Micah 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. You want to keep on doing these wicked holidays. I don't even want to say holidays because they're not holy days. You just call them holy days. They're not holy days. They're wicked, vile days is what they should be called. Not holy days. All right. Passover is a holy day. All right. The Sabbath really is a holy day. All right. Easter is not a holy day. That's a wicked day. All right. Your wicked days that you celebrate. Your wicked days. That's what it should be. Wicked days. All right. It's so look, you Jakes, man, arise and depart, as in spiritually depart from this place, man. Don't be taking part in this world carnal ass bullshit, all right? Or you're gonna end up, on a bus that hits a rock and then explodes into fire and flames and then roasts people inside. That's judgment. That is clearly judgment of the Lord, all right? And if you're not following after what the Lord wants you to do, all right, to the best of your ability, hey, man, you can get it too. Easter is a wicked heathen holiday. Don't celebrate that shit, Jake. Don't do it. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakbadash. I want to give double honors to elders, apostles like Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing, Shalom.